How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Crash Team Racing. Oh man, I was sneezing a lot due to my allergies last episode, and now my nose is running. Oh jeez, that's not good. I ain't got no tissues around here. Anyway, shouldn't be that big of a deal. I was talking about Pinstripe, because we're about to race against Pinstripe in this episode. He's the final boss of this area. He's my favorite character in this game. He has a really cool black card. He's an acceleration character, which is my favorite type. Maybe a controversial opinion that I like acceleration the best. I found it when I was still following somewhat Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel. People saying that, you know, obviously speed's the best, and I agree, speed is the best, but I personally find acceleration the best. Or at least, to me personally, I enjoy playing as acceleration the most. And that's where it comes, my mindset about playing video games. I like playing video games the way I find the most enjoyable. Not necessarily the most optimal fucking meta way to play the fucking game, because it sucks all the fun out of the game. And Pinstripe is a really tough boss because he actually shoots bowling bombs, so even when you're ahead of him, you have to be careful because he can shoot bombs forward and hit you with them. So it's not like the bosses we fought previously where they only dropped stuff behind them, so if you were lacking in behind them, then you had a problem. But Pinstripe can also fuck you up when you're ahead of him. And yeah, I love playing as Pinstripe. He has a cool design, a cool card, he's an acceleration character, and the stuff he says while playing as him is really funny. I love his voice lines. They only made him even cooler, and they made him even cooler in Crash Nitro Fuel because it was like a hot rod you could unlock in that game, and I loved playing as Pinstripe and racing in a hot rod. That was my favorite setup. Plus, I'm a really huge fan of like gangster movies and just gangster stories in general, and Pinstripe is a cartoony gangster furry animal, and he's just so fucking hilarious. He's actually my favorite Crash character, like, of all time. And he was referenced in Crash Forward as a wanted poster for him, but his last canonical appearance was all the way back in Crash to Insanity, I believe. You know, like, well, I guess he is in the remake and Nitro Fuel, but those are remakes, you know? Even though I believe they're part of their own continuity, but... You know, like when Crash, like... Not only do I believe Crash Nitro... No, wait, sorry. I believe, right, that now we have... The current Crash timeline ends at the moment with Crash 4, that's the newest installment. But I believe that Crash Insane Trilogy was also sort of a reboot because they changed a very important part of the story that wasn't there in the original Crash 1, but all of a sudden was there in the remake. Man, I really fucked up right now. And that is that Coco is actually present during the events of Crash 1, because she time traveled from Crash 3 back to Crash 1 to help out Crash in the past. Which Coco doesn't even appear at all in Crash 1, the original version, so... Yeah, in my opinion, that's the original timeline, where it starts with the original Crash 1, ends with Crash Mind Over Mutants. And then we have the new timeline, beginning with Crash Insane Trilogy. And whether Crash Nitro Fuel is canonical event to the series or not is kind of up in the air. I think they're...
Yeah, right.
Certainly an invasion of Oxide is canonical, but I don't think everything in this game is canonical. Such as the individual ending for characters are not canonical. Man, I was really close to losing in this fucking race. Pinstripe is certainly a fucking bastard. I remember raging at him when I was a kid. I don't know how the fuck I would ever win against this guy since I was racing without drifting. But yeah, that's what I believe. And why did I brought that up? I don't know. Yeah, for the longest time I used to race like as Pinstripe and Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel online, using that like fun looking hot rod card with like a black and yellow paint job. He has some alternative skins in Crash Nitro Fuel and he looks really fucking cool. I love his winning animation too, where he just kind of shoots the gun in the air and laughs. And now he's, I don't know, rattling his Tommy gun. Kind of a stupid
So,
losing
Bruce
animation.
beat me fair and square. I doubt you'll be as lucky with Oxide. Here's a key for your troubles. Oh, brother.
Man, I love him. Oh, look, it's Oxide.
Has finally collected all the trophies to become
Well.
champion. What took you so long?
I love Oxide's voice. See, Oxide, for example, appears in Crash 4, where Entropy actually abuses Oxide, and I don't know what the fuck his part of the story was, but he does that. It's that fucking weird sound in the background. Maybe it's some spaceship sound. Yeah, Entropy abuses Oxide. We were teleported right in front of the fucking final boss, even though that's not what I wanted to do just yet. Still wanted to do the CTR token. That's why this episode is 9 minutes long instead of 8. Took me a minute to get back there. I get it now. So that means some parts of Team Racing Nitro Fueled must be canon to Crash 4, right? Like Oxide appearing definitely must be. And trying to take over the Earth, then getting defeated. That must be canon, right? Unless that's not canon, and when we see Oxide in Crash 4, that's like literally Oxide's first appearance ever. And then, for example, in Crash 4, you can see a picture of the evil twins from Crash to Insanity, which I imagine in this new continuity they also existed, just that we haven't been officially introduced to them just yet. That doesn't mean that the evil twins do exist. Plus, Crash 4 brings in the whole multiverse idea, which is so fucking overdone in media right now, that I'm not sure if they're not even gonna cancel the idea of the new Crash having a new continuity, and instead they're just gonna be like, oh, never mind actually. Crash was always the same continuity, blah blah blah. Now 2 Crashes from 2 different timelines team up to fucking fight 2 Cortexes, and it's like a lame as all fuck idea. I'm really not a big fan of the whole multiverse thing. It was fun the first couple of times somebody did it, but it's like, I don't know, I enjoyed it in like cartoons, but with bigger projects all of a sudden tried this shit. Like even the recent Deadpool movie where they brought back Wolverine. It's like in Logan, Wolverine dies, and now they brought him back, but it's not the same Wolverine. It's like just some random one. And apparently in this Wolverine's timeline, Wolverine failed to like stop some evil bad guy, and he got a bunch of his friends killed, and it's like he's feeling really sad about it throughout the movie, and it's like, okay, why should I give a fuck though? And I was being so careful. Yeah, I think this one might be the only crystal challenge that I don't really know a good solution to. I just gotta bump into a bunch of shit because it's really difficult getting it. Even though they gave me plenty of time, so the penalty for bumping into all these crates isn't all that bothersome when I have so much time to do it. Yeah, I was talking about Red Dead 1, so some people said that Rob, you know, the voice actor for John Marston, is way too excited for this announcement to just be a simple next-gen upgrade to Red Dead 2. I believe it is the next-gen upgrade to Red Dead 2. Because when you watch Rob's streams, that's how I found about it. I just happened to see that Rob was streaming Red Dead 1, and I've actually watched it. Yeah, unironically, I was watching it. I didn't find out about it from some fucking article that I read later. I've actually watched Rob yesterday fucking stream. So that's hilarious. But if you watch him from time to time, I don't do regularly, I just watch him from time to time. He's a very... Oh, okay, episode's over. Anyway, see you fellas in the next episode.